Hello everybody, welcome back to Friendsim Volume 6. Before we go, I forgot to mention L-word sign in the last video about her. She is Scornius. It is the sign of the radical, and she is very radical. She is a prospect dreamer, and she is a hero of hope. So yes, that's your sign analysis for L-word. Next, we're moving on to Kuprum and Folykl. So this should be interesting. This is the first time we've had to befriend two trolls at once. So we'll just see how this goes, shall we? Wandering deeper into the city, you wash up on the shores of what looks like a rougher part of town. Comparatively, everything about Alternia is rough. Down here, the streets get narrower, dingier, the buildings are run down. Streetlights flicker and the patrolling drones look less inclined to serve and protect and more likely to shoot you and claim it was self-defense. You haven't seen any tracks, but if you had, this place would definitely be on the wrong side of them. Again, emphatically, you don't know what you're talking about. Everything you know has been gleaned from exceedingly painful trial by fire. But this looks like the sort of place no one cares about except the people who live there. A noisy group of trolls spills into the street up ahead, and you quickly duck behind a row of garbage cans. Nice. Hi, cat. What are you playing with there? Thanks. Stop that. That's not a toy. Here. This can be a toy, though. There you go. Here. You can get down that way. Dork. There. I'll keep him occupied for a bit. You've recently become gun-shy around groups, especially since most of these guys look fancy and are wearing symbols in varying shades of blue. You can probably hear him ripping that thing apart now. The text says, obey. Perfect. Not to generalize, but blue bloods are starting to freak you out. Everybody here messes with you, but the higher castes do it with a government sanction. These particular blue bloods all look as lost as you did several friends ago, gazing around in varying flavors of amusement and frustration. They glance nervously between each other and the looming buildings to each side. Folykl. Folykl? How the hell do you pronounce that? Kuprum. With a hot jolt of adrenaline, you realize you aren't the only person hiding in a pile of garbage. There's someone else. Two someones, actually. What you initially take as one large, lumpy troll resolves, on second glance, into two smaller trolls, a boy and a girl. Okay, cool. The girl is clinging to the boy's back, like a very greasy sloth. Or like the girl from The Ring. It looks like a pretty precarious situation, in your opinion. You've recently become an expert in falling down. They are both skinny and stringy, and damn, you thought that smell was from the garbage, but it might be them. Lololo. Blue's just busy living their pathetic lives. Walking out of their hives. Straight into our trap. Folykl? Idiots never see it coming. Oh yeah, she's totally the girl from The Ring, isn't she? There goes a shitload of messages. So, like, yeah, like, how the hell do you pronounce that? Folykl? Folykl? Or, yeah, just Folykl. Like, as in focal point? I'm gonna go with Folykl. Just because that kind of looks right. Idiots never see it coming. You ask if they mean the trolls out in the street. Probably you should just mind your own business, but when the fuck have you ever done that before? Also, it's nice to see someone besides you getting mocked for once. You kind of want to join in on the mocking. Who the fuck are you? Where'd you come from? This is a very weird quirk. A trash creature. Born out of trash. Or Folykl. Well, so much for not getting mocked. These two are probably equal opportunity mockers, though. They mock everyone, kind of like Polypa's, but kind of like how Polypa had been with murder. They keep sniggering. You can't help thinking you're being called out. Let's see. Close menu. Guessing the wrong one is taking it laying down, because they're just gonna. Guessing if we just take it laying down, they're just gonna keep on going. So that's what we do. You never thought about what a weirdly sexual idiom that is? Regardless, you decide to swallow your protests. Hey, that's pretty sexual too. Thanks, English language. I blame Caliborn. You don't want to start out a friendship with hostility. If you had parents, they would have told you that two wrongs don't make a right. Jesus Christ. What the hell is MSPA Reader's story? You could argue it isn't worth trying to befriend people who open with insults, but that's just how people are here. You gotta roll with it or get out of town, and since you literally can't go anywhere, you'll just roll, and you really, really want more friends. Addiction is a powerful thing. You admit that you don't have a Lucius, and that you are pretty used to insults these days. You include an affected shrug to demonstrate just how easily everything rolls off your back. You add in a contrite little kick at the pavement and hang your head, even if you aren't quite sure what you did wrong. Oh, Rusty dunks his own damn self. Don't have to do shit! This could be kind of relaxing for us. The girl turns her weird, spidery face towards you. You should come, hang out. I mean, I failed to fail. Wait, what? You want to hang out with this bottom feeder? They look like a huge drag. I already have enough dead weight with your ass to drag around. Oh man, you really hit the jackpot with these two? 2 friends for the price of 1. To answer your earlier question that you may have, forgotten you asked. Kuprum hacked their palm husks GPS to bring them down here. Idiots can't do shit without their fancy tech. The Blue Bloods are all arguing now. Somebody throws a punch. You figure it's a good prank, if a little mean-spirited. Folykl stops yanking at Kuprum's hair and looks at you. Wow, you really are pretty basic. Hey, Kuprum. She gives his hair another yank, like it's reins and he's her horse. Kuprum grins, showing a bunch of big, blunt teeth. He raises a hand that cackles with white-hot energy. Your stomach clenches and your feet leave the pavement just long enough for your toes to drag along the ground as you float over to them. For a few seconds, you have zero control of your body. Kuprum lets you go and you land hard enough on your heels to make your ankles twinge. One of the flickering streetlights shines down on Folykl's face. What you'd initially taken as deep-set eyes are actually no eyes. Ugh. They are black holes in her face. It looks super creepy and also super painful. Ah. Ugh. I have an eye thing. Ugh. Yeah, so what? You think I would just have eyes like some kind of normie? You would never accuse her of that. This isn't really a word you have in your lexicon. Lol. He keeps doing that, saying the word instead of laughing. It's actually a hell of a power play. Goddamn idiot doesn't know a case of void rot when they see it. Oh, that's... Void rot. Void rot to the eyes. That just... just sounds... Yeah. Just can't even. Ugh. Have you never met a gold blood before? Yeah, but you aren't sure if Surava counts. They're an internet celebrity, for one thing. For another, they have eyes. Well, one eye. The other one wasn't lost to void rot, whatever the hell that is. People in chat are trying to talk with Folykl's typing quirk, but the Twitch chat is just deleting their extra spaces. You wonder if that's why she's on top of Kuprum. She's some kind of combination steed. He's some kind of combination steed and seeing-eye dog. Void rot means your body doesn't retain energy like it's supposed to. Just look it up on Gorgle. It means I'm dying constantly, all the time. You almost point out that technically everyone is dying all the time, but you sense this isn't the moment for fake deep fuckery. That really sounds like it blows, though. Tell her how sorry you are. What do you mean? Why would you be sorry? You didn't do anything. Besides, stand there, looking ugly. Idiot thinks it makes a difference. Like what they think actually matters? Lol. Can't wait for Triza to take this one down to the cow fields for a little R&R. Rest and relaxation? That sounds nice, actually. I don't think that's what it stands for. Rampage and rending. Ah. Wow. And here was me thinking we could get through a whole conversation without bringing up precious Triza. Lol, Triza rules. I love Triza. I know, dipshit. You rack your recent memories trying to figure out if you know what a Triza is, or who. I think that's her picture right there, dude. Triza is basically the third member of this relationship, considering how goddamn horny you are. To get her cybernetic tentacles up in you. Cybernetic? Wow. What? Is that supposed to make me feel bad? Sounds great, actually. Yeah. Kinky. You watch too much Eastern Alternian pornography. Why does Triza have tentacles, is my question. It'll be way better than staying around with you. Always sucking me dry. Oh, so he's her battery to keep her from dying, as well as being her steed. This sure is something you're witnessing right here. It must be that black rom stuff Zebra had briefly filled you in on. You cock a hip and compliment them on the obviously incredibly healthy pitch romance they have got going on here. Because, as everyone knows, there's nothing two people in the lovers spat like more than someone interrupting them to spout random bits of cultural knowledge. That separates them, metaphorically at least. Physically, Folykl stays clinging to Kuprum's back. Wrong again, Folkbulge. We're pale. So pale? Yeah, chat was just saying, it's like, yeah, they're more Moirails than Black Rom. They're that kind of friend who are constantly insulting each other, but they don't really mean it. It's fun. It's fun. So pale. Oh, pale. That's the nice one. The petting one. Where you talk about your feelings and then don't have sex. That is quite possibly my favorite description of Moira allegiance ever. That's the nice one. That's the nice one where you talk about your feelings and then don't have sex. Yep, that's pale shipping, all right. What? You got something to say? Gotta do this every time. Gotta try to click on that page. It's annoying. Close my name. You guys don't really seem to have your shit together. You guys seem like you have a wonderful, stable relationship. Let's see now. The top one sounds more incorrect. You mentioned, just offhandedly, chill as hell, that maybe they might have a few things they need to work on. No pressure or anything. Just that the sort of stuff is a helpful friend, this is the sort of stuff a helpful friend does. Mention shortcomings and crappy relationship dynamics. Having friends is great. The light glitters on Kuprum's goggles. even as it is sucked into a black hole of Volykl's non-eyes. Oh my! Oh, this is a weird. This is a weird little setup they've got. Ugh. You calling me out? You coming into my hive and spouting this shit? You point out that this is a trash heap that you don't want to judge. He might have a trash hive. It's a figure of speech. Kind of like go fuck yourself. Both of them look pissed, but Kuprum looks extra pissed. I know what this is. You're out to steal my girl. You really think you can give Fol what she needs? Oh god, is this gonna end with me getting sucked dry by void rot? What she craves. She's even more like a vampire than rainbow drinkers are. She's like an energy vampire. He's making it sound like a fetish rather than a medical condition. Maybe it's both. You really want to come at me, motherfucker? Oh shit, this is creepy. That's a creepy-ass picture right there. Ugh. Oof. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. That's how loud he yells. Or maybe it's the crackles of energy slowly emanating from his pores and building like a sine wave. Yeah, look at Fol. Ugh. That's downright demonic right there. At first you think it's just you finally cracking under all the pressure, but it's really happening. The glow of white-hot electricity rolls up his arms and shoulders and into Folykl, where it travels over the length of her body and centers where her eyes should be. Jesus Christ. She shivers and lets out a short, slightly lewd sound. Her hands tighten on Kuprum's wild hair. Man, you really shouldn't be watching this. You are blushing something fierce. Yeah, she's creepy. It's awesome. But, okay, you think you get what's going on. It's kind of symbiosis. His energy overflows when he gets upset, and Folykl sucks up that energy to treat her void rot. He is her giant battery. Hey, I said that like 5 minutes ago. Way to catch up, MSPA reader. You remember Cyrilla mentioning that powerful Goldbloods have a tendency to get harvested for their energy? Maybe Kuprum is one of those powerful psychics. Ha. He wishes. Treesa's gonna chew him up and spit him out. Then I'm really gonna have to find another sucker to leech off. Folykl is looking at you, considering. Well, you aren't actually sure if she can see you. Definitely not with her eyes, since she doesn't have those. Maybe she's like a cricket. Don't they hear with their legs or some horseshit like that? What? This guy? Please. Sure, why not? I'm getting sick of your shit anyway. Oh, this is gonna end with me turning into an empty husk. Oh god, are they breaking up right in front of you? Oh god! Oh god! Ah! Folykl crawls down off of Kuprum's back and starts across this filthy alleyway towards you, scuttily and bug-like. And now instead of yelling, Kuprum is sniggering. Actual laughter, not lols. No! Oh! Oh god! Oh, she is the girl from the Ring. Jesus Christ. This is a good sign, right? No! No, it's not! It's great when friends can laugh together, especially when shit gets awkward. Oh. You think you could... You think you... Oh. You know what else this reminds me of? It's like the, what was her name? Moirith, I think, from Mass Effect 2. That's the other thing this is like. You think you can power me the way I need? I don't. I really don't. Could this be the first death of MSPA reader? Whoa. She's right in your face. She really, really needs a shower, but you don't have room to talk. It's been a long time since Tigora's ablution trap. Besides, judging someone based on their personal hygiene is shallow, right? It's what's on the inside that counts. Yeah, you're sure that's the sort of thing that makes you deep. You're not deep enough. The well of your psychic energy is not going to be enough for this to get you out of this. The first death was technically from the sun in the wrong pick in Skylos. Oh yeah, that did end in death. Seriously, you have so much love to give. Friend love is what you're all about. Maybe this is what all that desperation has been leading up to. The slow raising of your friendship level in order to reach this peak of unbelievable bro power. To free this young gold blood from a codependent relationship, you've been conditioning your body, putting it through its paces, building up a tolerance to bullshit and just bathing in metaphorical resonance. Folykl kisses you. Wow, this is friendly. Lots of people kiss their friends. You're pretty sure. Maybe? You're super progressive. That's fine. You sort of wish that the first alien tongue you'd had in your mouth didn't taste like Cheetos. But you can't have everything in this life. But holy shit, you're doing it! You feel a rush of energy flow through you, lighting up your whole body and pouring into Folykl, filling her to the brim with the power she needs, the power she craves. God, you're the best friend ever. It's you. You rock. You seriously... lol. Are... lol. The best. Lol. Ah, son of a bitch. You feel something warm in the back of your neck, and Kuprum is giggling right next to your ear. Somehow, while you were busy kissing his girlfriend, he snuck up from behind and started kissing you too. Oh, okay. Whoa, this is... well, more just putting his mouth on you and moving his tongue around. He must be feeding psychic energy into you, which Folykl is sucking out of your mouth. They're using you like a goddamn copper wire. Oh, this is kinky as fuck, is what this is. You can maybe be into it if you weren't behind a dumpster, and if you were looking for anything more than some good old-fashioned wholesome friending. Kuprum, fuck off. Don't help. You aren't involved in this. There is going to be so much porn of this scene, I can tell already. Kuprum is still laughing, and he's adding the lulz back in, which you like even less when they're pressed against your neck. He steps back and the flood of energy lets up. You go from feeling like a light bulb to feeling like a steadily deflating balloon. Folykl kisses you again. It still tastes like Cheetos, but also like dying. Like your entire body has been placed in a juicer, and a giant is squeezing down. Your muscles twist and drool drips out of the corner of your mouth. Folykl must be the only thing holding you up, because when she steps back, you slump to your knees, then go down on your side. Your fall is broken by some old rotten fruit. Cool! Folykl stands silhouetted against the streetlight in all her greasy glory. Thanks, Normie. That'll hold me for maybe, like, the next 15 minutes. A fog closes in on you as you lay in that filthy pavement. Is it the fog of death, or just impending unconsciousness? You don't know. One thing's for sure, though. It is not the fog of impending friendship. Okay, so that happened. Wow. Yeah, I saw that coming a while off. Okay, well, let's see the first failure. Because I failed to fail right at the beginning. There's going to be... I can sense it already. There is going to be so much porn. The Rule 34 artists are already hard at work on this. Anyway, stick up for yourself, and then they'll tell you to fuck off. You put it to them offhandedly that perhaps it is they who are the trash creatures, since they are the ones who smell like they've been rolling it for the past few days. For some reason, this makes them laugh even harder. Kuprum, check out the badass we got here. My face when freaky clickbait nerd troll talks back. Why don't you run and cry about it? Yeah, go tell your Lucius on us. The girl tugs at the boy's hair, and then they're off, cackling and running up the street with a weird, stumbling gait. Whump. They leave you all to your loneliness. Fresh friendship opportunities withering on the vine. You probably dodged a bullet, but you can't prevent the oncoming. Game over. It's for the best. Alright, and now for the, now on to success. You guys seem like you have a wonderful, stable relationship. They really do, actually. Like, let's be honest here. Like, the symbiosis here actually does work. I mean, they're both kind of assholes, but, I mean, they're trolls. Of course they are. They actually do have, like, a good symbiotic relationship going here. Right? Glad you understand. You don't feel great about this. It's not cool to tell lies. Oh, you... Come on. Be more progressive, MSPA reader. It's really cool not to tell lies, especially not to your new friends. But it's also not cool to nag your rad new friends' relationship, especially when you don't know how the fuck any of this stuff works. Yeah, the symbiosis is, like, comparable to Morio's. Yeah, it's like the way his psychic energy feeds her. It is kind of like a metaphor for Morio'ship, which they already have too. So it's all perfect. So you should probably come up with some sort of mnemonic for just how little you know about anything at all. You suddenly understand jack shit, and you doubt that you ever did. You don't know what that means. YDK WTM. You'll workshop it. Lol, you actually seem okay. Obviously not a huge normie freak. But okay. You wonder what kind of people Kuprum has been hanging out with that he thinks you look normal. At this point, you're, what? Dressed in a bathrobe, sunburned, slathered in sparkly lotion, and probably a bunch of other stuff you can't remember right now. His friends must look really wild. You hope whoever these friends are will be your friends too. You aren't picky about looks. The group of blue bloods out in the street. I half forgot about them, to be perfectly honest. Maybe they could be some friends too? Maybe they could use some friends too? You're getting the vapors at just the thought of all these potential connections. You start around the dumpster to find out. Kuprum grabs the back of your shirt. Where do you think you're going? Idiot tries to make decisions for themselves. The decisions are bad. Nobody is fucking surprised. Lol, 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 lol. You point out, very respectfully, that all these people look pretty lost and confused. You assume the prank is over now. Everyone can shake hands and go on as friends. This is idiotic, considering what you've learned about Alterni up until now. Not a prank. This is war. It's not over until all of them are dead or crying. I love Folykl. She is it's the creepier the better. As we've discovered about my taste in women, just the creepier the better. Well, okay. As long as you aren't the dead one or crying, or as long as you aren't the one dead or crying. None of the high bloods look too close to doing either, though. They are standing in a clump in the center of the street, nervous but fine. This is just a minor inconvenience, like a flat tire or a spilled cup of coffee. They've been lured into the slums by some greasy nerds, but Folykl and Kuprum don't seem to plan on doing anything besides watching and giggling. One of the bloods. I think that's a typo there. Yeah, it's totally a typo. That's supposed to be blue bloods. A smallish girl with a cerulean symbol in her hair clips is standing a little apart from the group, furiously texting. Clips in her hair. Is that going to be someone we've seen before? Yeah. TF when dirty blue blood girl starts losing her cool. Should have known one of them would crack. You aren't sure what's going on. YAS what WG. Still not great. Wiggler's calling the damn drones. Usually high bloods wouldn't go running to them like that. Don't want to admit low bloods got one over on them. When you get owned, fucking own it. That could go in a t-shirt. That could go in a t-shirt, actually. I kind of like that. Folykl and Kuprum seem bummed that their prank is going to end so fast and with so little damage done. But isn't that the point of a prank? That everyone gets out of it relatively unscathed? Anything more and it becomes an assault. Overhead there is a whirl and a clank. Loud, but not loud enough to prepare you for the damn flying bus coming in for a landing on the street. Is this the flying bus from Fortnite? Holy shit! You don't think you've ever been so excited about public transportation. You are confident that continuing your ramble across the alien world is the best thing for you. But gosh, it would be nice to rest your feet for a little while. Even better, none of the trolls getting on the bus seem to have any money or travel passes. Perfect, you don't have any of those things either. You start around the trash pile again, and this time 2 pairs of hands grab onto the back of your shirt. Dude, where the hell are you going? You quickly explain that you want to catch the bus before it takes off again. You have no idea how long it'll be before another one arrives. Folykl and Kuprum look at you like you're crazy. You are kind of crazy. Well, Kuprum looks at you, and Folykl looks kind of over your left shoulder. Can you call it looking if someone doesn't have eyes? Listen, I know we make jokes about the intelligence of everybody around here. It's just our thing. But are you actually mentally handicapped? You can't just get on a chartered scuttle buggy. That's for cerulean and up. Maybe Teal if they got a death wish. Excuse me. Ugh, this damn hemospectrum thing again? You really need someone to sit you down and explain exactly how all this works. Preferably without calling you an idiot the whole time. Or hitting on you. It just seems so arbitrary. At least the oppressive power structures from your planet make sense. Well, no they don't, actually, but you're used to them, which makes them much better and more acceptable. Sure, keep telling yourself that. You hang back as all the blue bloods get on the bus. It occurs to you that even though this was their prank that lured the blue bloods down here, Folykl and Kuprum had to watch it all unfold from behind a dumpster. They don't dare do anything head-on. Not that you support just randomly attacking people in the street, but it is kind of fucked up that only a certain kind of violence is acceptable, aimed in a very specific direction. Judging from how easily Kuprum picked you up with his brain, he could hold his own in a fight no problem. The bus takes off, blasting a backdraft that rattles the empty cans and crumples bits of garbage in the gutter. Stillness descends on the alley. Wow, that was anticlimactic. Kuprum said they were calling the drones, but the bus came instead. Maybe the calling the drones can mean a whole bunch of things. Like calling 911 can be to report a robbery, assault, or someone's leg falling off. Or that's what you think until you hear the distant but quickly closing pound of giant footsteps. Fuck. Time to go. Yeah, I wasn't even saying that for Folykl, I was saying that for myself. It just so happened that Folykl said the same thing as me. Folykl wraps her arms more securely around Kuprum and he takes off. Like, literally takes off. At first you think he's wearing those shoes with the little wheels on the bottom. The kind kids wear to crash into stuff at the mall. But no, he's hovering a half inch off the ground. You have to run to keep up with him, and your steps are distressingly loud on the pavement. A familiar weightlessness shoots through your limbs, settling in your guts. Energy cackles around you, picking you up off the ground and pulling you along behind them. He has enough flour to float both of you at once. All 3 of you, really. While carrying his girlfriend on his back. You don't know much about psychics. You could map. But that's pretty damn impressive. The 3 of you round a corner and you forget all about being impressed because you were too busy freaking the fuck out. You were so busy worrying about that drone coming from behind you that you did not consider the possibility of one closing from the front. Uh-oh. This one is smallish, but it's still a lot bigger than you, and a lot spinnier, and a lot more endowed with dangerous lasers. And it's focused on the 3 of you instead of somebody else. Oh, this is not ideal. You, Folykl, and Kuprum make a similar noise. It goes a little bit like... Oh, smash! The smash at the end comes from Kuprum picking all 3 of you up with his brain and tossing you, just as the drone shoots a laser out of its torso. It blasts the pavement where you've been standing to crackly, smoky chunks. You tumble feet over ass into the alley wall. A concerned pain twinges through your healing ribs. But you're just so used to injuries at this point that you barely wince. What's more concerning is Folykl. The blast rips her off a Kuprum and sends her in the opposite direction against the alley wall, with you. Oh boy. Uh-oh. That's not good. She immediately curls into a ball, like a pill bug with a lot of hair. She doesn't respond when you ask her if she's okay, and you aren't sure if you should touch her. I think she is... I mean, I was about to say I think she is dying, but no, she is actually dying. You shouldn't move injured people, right? Especially not injured people with void rot. I'm fine. I'll live. Oh, fuck. The drone had a 50-50 chance of coming in your direction instead of Kuprum's, and surprise! It did! It moves altogether way too fast for something that size. Aren't big things supposed to be slow? That's what video games taught you. Video games wouldn't lie, would they? Fuck. Shit. Hell. You've come all this way, dodged so many dangers and made so many friends, and now you're just gonna get lasered by some big, huge, spiky monster thing? Are they even robots? They kind of look organic, but so do, like, the couches here, but you digress. It's going to kill you. But instead of dealing you a quick, fatal blow, the drone stops in the center of the street. Its big, ugly head swivels towards Folykl. Oh god. Is it possible you've found someone more gullible than you are? Eternia definitely doesn't seem like a great place for the weakest link. As usual, you're next to useless. All you can do is watch as the drone takes heavy steps towards her. Come on. Save the energy vamp! Save the energy vamp! Desperate, you kick a nearby trash can. You shout. You make as much noise as you can, trying to draw its attention. Once you have it, you aren't sure what you're going to do with it, but you aren't worried about that right now. The drone grinds to an uncertain halt. Its head slowly turns towards you, then back to Folykl. It can't make up its mind. Should it go for Void Rot or the noisy asshole? You look around for weapons while it's frozen in indecision. There's nothing here but empty bottles and tiny pieces of concrete. You really are a worthless wreck. Your new friend is about to get stomped or blasted or kicked with a giant metal leg, and all you can do is hop around like a maniac and smack a trash can? Fuck. Luckily, for once, you aren't the only one here. Your new friend already has a friend. You're really friend crashing here. Kuprum doesn't screw around. He raises up on a wave of cackling power, attacking the drone by, well, basically just putting his hands on its big ugly head and discharging as much energy as possible, frying whatever brainstem the thing has. Holy shit. You try to be at least a little bit useful and drag Folykl out of the way of the drone as it falls. And it doesn't fall, it just shuts down. The evil red glow in its eyes dies, and it goes still. It becomes just a giant ugly statue of an alien robot in the middle of a filthy street. Kuprum drops like a rock before he's even out of the air. He's on his way, and before he's even out of the air, he's on his way to Folykl. He shoves you out of the way. Fol, are you okay? Please say you're okay. What the fuck, Fol? Folykl buries her face in Kuprum's chest, her two little fists clinging tight to his arms. Her shoulders rise and fall. She's taking huge breaths just like she can't get her lungs to work right. Do trolls even have lungs? They probably call them something weird. Respiratory sacs, breath glands, suck sphincters. I'm fine. Idiot. You had a snide comment all ready to go, concerning appreciating your loved ones while you can before a big metal monster comes and squishes them. But staying here watching Kuprum hold Folykl just like he never wants to let her go, well, all your snide just drains into a puddle at your feet. Oh. It's like, even MSPA reader is not immune to tender moments. You don't know them. You don't know their life. Their relationship might not be the healthiest, but honestly, whose is? You've seen some really bad shit, both here and back home. Hey. You okay, dork? Yeah. You really are, thanks to them. Aww. Aw, that's sweet. That's adorable. That was a feel-good ending to the stream tonight. I like that. Oh, man, that was an exhausting route. Just in the both the failure and the successful route were both just like really emotionally draining, which is, you know, fitting considering Fol here. Now we just need their signs. So let's see. Folykl is... Whoop. So yes, Folykl is Gematarius. Sign of the Sapient. She is a Durst Dreamer and the Void Hero. Void, perfect. I think that's the first time, her being the Void Hero is probably the first time where the Trolls aspect has just perfectly and immediately made absolute sense, you know? Like, there's no, there's no need to interpret that, you know? It's just like, oh, yeah, of course she's a Void Hero. What else would she be? You know? No ambiguity there. And then, alright, the other guy is Geminis, sign of the Canny. He is from Prospect, and his sign is Hope, which is also pretty fitting. So, like, that's, Kuprum can't escape from yellow. He's a Gold Blood Prospect hero of Hope. It's all yellow. So yeah, that was sweet. I like these two. They're adorable together. Like, I don't know why MSPA is so down in their relationship. They're perfect for each other. It's great. Love them. It's a good couple. I ship it. I moirail ship it. So anyway, that was Volume 6. Next time we have one of these streams, it'll be for Volume 7, which will be in a couple of weeks, I guess. These things come out every couple of weeks. And I'll be there for the next one. So, I will see you later. Bye-bye, everybody.